friend at work. Kathy and I worked together in the state parks office many years ago, and we had another friend named Donna who worked in that office too. And one day Kathy and Donna came to me and said, Ed, we're going to go and audition for a show at Pentacle Theatre. You'd be great. You should come and audition. I'd already been to Pentacle Theatre to see a couple of shows there. Kathy and Donna talked me into it, and I auditioned for the Threepenny Opera by Bertolt Brecht, and I got cast, and that was my first show. That was 1976, and I've been involved at Pentacle Theatre ever since. I've done too many shows at Pentacle to count. Probably, on the order of, 30 or 40 shows in one respect or another, either acting or working on the set or helping my wife do whatever chores she needed to have done when she directs shows. And I directed a few shows there as well. I came to directing late, but I've been involved in a lot of shows. I took about a 6-year break at one point in the 1980s. Then I got involved back at Pentacle again, and it was just like coming home. I guess what inspires me as a director is taking a project that is really meaningful to me and bringing it to the stage with the vision that I've created for the show. When that happens, it's like magic. And I've been really lucky at Pentacle Theatre to be able to direct shows that are written by some of my favorite playwrights, Tennessee Williams, Edward Albee. So when you do a show like Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf or Cabaret, you can kind of get lost in the past if you're not careful. And bringing a fresh vision to a show like that is really important. And like I said, it's magic when that happens. Trying to pick a favorite show as an actor or director is really tough. I guess I go back to a couple of my most recent experiences. Playing Hercule Poirot in Murder on the Orient Express was just a blast. We had a great cast. We had a terrific script by Ken Ludwig. We had a director and assistant director that really had a strong vision for the show. And we had a creative and tech crew that was outstanding. Another show that's a real favorite of mine is Cabaret. My wife Susan and I co-directed that show. In the previous version that we did in the 1990s, it was when Susan and I first met. She was a Kit Kat girl, and I saw her in the cast, and I was gobsmacked, smitten. Nothing else in the world existed when I saw her. That show, directed by Joe Dodge, was a fabulous production. Joe's vision for it was solid. The cast was super talented. We had a great orchestra. And so Susan and I approached it with a kind of fondness for the production that we had been involved with before and brought something to our stage that I think was new, exciting, a terrific, rewarding experience as a director to bring that terrific story to life. So, yeah, those are probably two of my favorites. I think what makes Pentacle special for almost anybody who's either worked at Pentacle Theatre on a show or come to see a production in our little theater is the sense of place that you have when you walk down the pathway to the theater and you see the beautiful building in the woods, and there's a certain feeling, there's a certain sound, there's a certain smell of the woods that strikes you when you're coming down that path. And it's so peaceful there. It's kind of like a home to me. Working at Pentacle Theatre, I've had opportunities you can't get anywhere else in the world by being an active member of our little troupe. So Yeah, I think that's it, is the special place that Pentacle Theatre is the most meaningful thing. I've met a lot of people in our community who either have never heard of Pentacle Theatre, which kind of stuns me since we've been around for so long, or have said, "Oh yeah, I've heard about Pentacle Theatre, but I've never seen a show there." And I tell them this: if you go to a show at the Arlene Schnitzer Concert Hall or at any other theater in Portland, I would bet you $1 to a hole in a donut that if you come and see a show at Pentacle Theatre, you will be just as entertained as going in to see a professional production in Portland. Maybe more, because we have a lot of heart in what we do. It's not just for $1, it's for you that we put on these shows. And you can see an entire season's worth of shows at Pentacle Theatre for what you'd pay for one ticket to see a Broadway touring production in Portland. So value, heart, love for theater, that's what we have at Pentacle. And we've been around long enough to know how to entertain our audiences and what our audiences are really looking for, which is the time, energy, and love that we put into our shows. Things are a little strange right now with the COVID-19 pandemic because all the theaters in Oregon are closed. When this is all over, the theater community in the Mid-Valley area, and Pentacle Theatre especially, is going to come roaring back to life. What good is sitting alone in your room? Come hear the music play. Come to the cabaret. Take that with you.